Oh.
To me, that's just whack. Like, I don't get it. Orange County, is that the name of the gym? I don't get it, man. And this is the thing, right? When I decided to do the neophyte journal, I was like speaking to a lot of people that they would say to me, "Oh, bro, you go Muay Thai. Why do you go Muay Thai? Aren't you scared of getting punched?" And I'm like, No, actually, Muay Thai. Half the time we do drills, we do techniques, and then one day out of the week for like 10 minutes we do sparring, and it's light sparring. So like Muay Thai is actually fun, right? And I'd be trying to convince people, yo, go do Taekwondo, go do Muay Thai. Sometimes I go to Kyokushin tournaments and I'm like, yo, look at how crazy Kyokushin is. Like, these guys practice body punches the whole day. They're just like exchanging body punches. Like, so I try to get people into MMA and I try to get people into Muay Thai. I also try to get people that don't like going to the gym to go to an MMA gym. Like, you know what I mean? I also try to get people that like the gym is not for everyone. Like, I find the gym very boring. Like, I find lifting weights, I find it very boring. I find cardio, running on a treadmill, very boring. I find deadlifting very boring. I find the gym so boring. And in addition to that, I hate all these sluts that are wearing Gymshark. They get their pussy fat out. Like, to me, I just hate gym culture. I hate all the machismo, the fake bravado. I hate it. I hate the dude that's on steroids walking like this. Like, I hate gym culture. Like, the gym is not for everyone. It's not for me. Do I go? Yeah, sure, I go. Have I trained MMA in a minute? I haven't trained MMA since COVID. I haven't been to an MMA session since COVID. I haven't been to a Muay Thai session since COVID. And it's just like I try to tell people, look, if you want to cut weight, if you want to lose weight, if you want to, make a new set of friends, just go to an MMA gym. Go to an MMA gym, pick out a beginner's class, go to a Muay Thai gym, pick out like a beginner's class, talk to the trainers. They'll train you for like 10 minutes just to assess what level you're at. And then they'll figure out how to ease you into Muay Thai. Go to Phuket in Thailand, go to Pattaya in Thailand, even Bangkok. I think Senchai has a gym in Bangkok now, I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Senchai has a gym in Bangkok now. It's like near the other airport. But I try to promote MMA culture and I try to promote Muay Thai culture. And people are generally just intimidated by it, right? Because they see punches, they see like kicks, and they see. You try to promote MMA culture and you try to promote the sweet science of it all. And then you land on a video like this where some douchebag is just beating on a guy. It says Street Fighter. Bro, he's not a Street Fighter. Technically, we're all Street Fighters. Bro, technically, Greg, Dan, John, the guys that went out last Friday night that had too much to drink and started a fight in a bar, technically those guys are Street Fighters. Bro, a Street Fighter is not an actual thing. You're not in an actual street. The last Street Fighter that ever existed was Kimbo Slice. And even then, Kimbo Slice had to learn boxing. Kimbo Slice had to learn jiu-jitsu, and then Kimbo Slice had to learn the MMA fundamentals. Even then, it's like just because you fight in the backyard of somewhere, it doesn't make you a street fighter. It just makes you a guy that can fight, right? Masvidal had to learn stuff as well. So cut this. Oh, he's a street fighter versus an MMA fighter. It's the most dickhead thing I've ever seen. This kind of stuff, right? It just ruins MMA, and it makes people that are scared to engage, scared to walk into an MMA gym. It makes people who are scared to learn about Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, Kyokushin, judo. It makes people, even like capoeira, it makes people scared to go in because in their mind, this is violence, right? In their mind, they're thinking, oh my God, I'm going to go there and there's going to be a douchebag like this guy here who's going to, stop the flow of oxygen to my brain. Bro, you know choking someone out stops the. Anyway, I don't need to explain how that works. These are the type of douchebag videos that the MMA community doesn't need. Come on. And you can hear the guys in the back. Oh, 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 oh. Dude, you hurt him so bad. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of like you know the movies back in the 80s and the 90s, the 80s and the early 2000s when you had the high school bully and be like, "Hey dork, give me your lunch money, dork. Wedgie, dork." And then he'd have all his friends in the back going, "Oh man, you should have showed him. High five." That's what this reminds me of, man. Everyone in this video is a douchebag. Everyone, including the cameraman. You're a dick, bro. I don't get it. At what point, as a professional, at what point do you go, okay, he doesn't know submissions. Maybe I shouldn't choke him out to the point where he loses oxygen. As a professional fighter, at what point do you go, you know what, I understand it's for the cameras. Let me just go easy on him. I'm not going to put his lights out. As a professional, when do you do that? Clearly, this guy who fights in jeans, bro. Why are his socks on? If your socks are on, you have no grip on the mat. Why are his socks? This is not even a fighter, bro. This kind of stuff just ruins the MMA community, man. It genuinely does. Shout out to Alredo for posting this. I'm gonna repost this as well, man, because fuck this guy. Turns out that this guy is called Blake Bilder, whatever the fuck it is, and is in the UFC and has lost his last two fights. Wins by submission 4. Congratulations, you can make it 5 now. You've just taken out a street fighter. First round finishes 3. Wins by knockout 1. Where are his losses? Oh, here we go. 2 losses. You've managed to take out a civilian. Congratulations. I hope you and your dorky friends, the rest of the football gang, I hope that they're all there. They're probably giving each other high fives. They're probably watching this. It's on his Instagram. Break the Builder. It's on his Instagram. He posted this on his Instagram. I bet Blake and his friends and his buddies, they're all high fiving each other right now. Like, hey, bro, you see what I totally did to that dork? Yeah, dude, I totally wedged that dork. Yeah, dude, I totally took that dork's lunch money. Ha ha ha. He's not messing with me. I bet the cameraman's like, oh, Blake, when I grow up, I want to be like you, Blake. Dickhead cameraman, bruv. Dickhead cameraman. Dickhead fighter, dickhead cameraman. Bro, let me fight your cameraman. Blake, if you're watching this, let me fight your cameraman. I want to fight the guy holding the camera. Because the cameraman never dies, right? My bad. I'm being emotional. I'm being emotional, guys. My bad. But MMA is beautiful, man. I've actually made some really, really cool friends. Like, my jiu-jitsu coach is actually a really good friend of mine. My Muay Thai coach is actually a good friend of mine. Him and I, we talk outside of training. Like, the MMA community doesn't need this. Doesn't need the douchebag, Blake the Builder, UFC. We don't need this, bro. If you're a mother of a child or a father of a child and you're like thinking of enrolling your kid into MMA, this is the kind of things that put you off. This is the kind of things that make you go, actually, I'd rather my kid just play football. This is not the first time I've seen it. I've seen this before. I've seen guys go to gyms and get choked out. I've seen a judo gym toss around their white belts like really bad. Like I've seen footage. I'll try and find it, but I've seen footage of this judo gym where they were tossing around their beginners really really bad. One of the first things I learned in jujitsu, and okay, I'm not talking about judo, but one of the first things I learned in jujitsu was how to fall on the mat. Like there was a guy called Ronaldo, and he taught me how to fall on the mat, and that's all he did for 10 minutes. He was just teaching me how to fall, how to land on the mat, as part of the fundamentals. When is his next fight? I don't give a shit, man. Fuck this dude. I can't wait for Dana White to cut him. He needs to be at PFL over there with the rest of the Mandem. He's lost his last two fights according to Alredo. Fuck this dude, man.